What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Hercule right here, and I want to talk about something that's been going on in the PC gaming community lately, and that's PC Building Simulator. And it's just that. It's a simulator so you can build PCs.
Now turn up.
Alright guys, so this game really is all about building PCs. I mean, from the motherboard, the CPU, the GPU, the power supply, the storage, breaking down a case. And the great thing about this game is that they work with real parts like NZXT, AMD, Corsair, Gigabyte, Asus. I mean, they work with these people and it's the real deal, people. Like, you can zoom in into a certain product. Like, take for example the Threadripper. You could zoom in into any Threadripper CPU and you can actually see 1900S, 1920S, 1950S, and it's there. The detail is there. Now, a lot of people saying that this game isn't realistic, but it's a game after all. You really can't. If you wanted to make it super duper realistic, it'll really be boring, because putting a PC together takes about 30 to 45 minutes. I mean, it may take you less, but the average person is 30 to 45 minutes. Think about it. You got to take the case apart. You got to put your standoffs in. You got to put in your motherboard. Then you got to put in the CPU, then the thermal paste. You got to make sure everything's right. And then you got to boot. It's a lot. It's a lot to take in. And if one thing is not working, then you got to take the whole thing out and kind of test it all over again. But this game, it's quick, it's easy, and you can unlock certain things in the game that allows you to make that process even faster and more efficient, like automatically putting your standoffs in or automatically connecting cables together. So, I mean, it is a simple game, but at the same time, it really does make you think, because it puts you into those shoes of being a PC technician and being that guy, that IT guy, like everyone says, that says, hey, I need you to fix my computer, and you have to determine what's wrong with it. Now, in my experience of playing the games, I mean, I already mastered up the levels. Once you get to level 20, you really can't go any higher. But in my experience of the games, majority of the time, when someone says, I need you to fix my PC, it's the motherboard. Somehow, some way, they broke the motherboard. All right, and again, and the way that it works is that you get emails that comes in, and when those emails come in, you either accept the job or you can reject the job. Once you accept it, you get the PC the next day and you work on it. Once you're done, you put the PC back and you collect your money. It's this very simple game, but when I first started to play it, it was very addicting. I don't know why it was addicting. It was a very simple game, but for some reason it was addicting. Maybe because I enjoy putting PCs together. All right. And some of the requests are building PCs. Then they have like, can you build me a PC that can play Grand Theft Auto 5 with the recommended specs? And you gotta put in those specs, like a 1070 Ti or a 8700K or something like that. I don't remember the specs off the top of my head, but once you get those specs, then you gotta put it in. And then it's all about balancing your money. And then on top of that, like a real PC technician, you have to pay rent. You have to pay utilities, because hey, if you don't pay those things, then where you're gonna work? So it is something. Now, again, it is an early access, so the game is not complete yet. Last time I checked, it was at 0.7.9.2. I believe that's the version that we're at now, so we're not even at 1.0 yet. But they are planning to do a lot of things in the game, like water cooling and other things. They just released dual GPU, so you can run GPUs in SLI or Crossfire. Now, the one thing that really could use some work to me is benchmarking. Now, I know that 3D Mark is really used for stress testing to make sure that your CPU doesn't overheat, to make sure to kind of get an idea of what your frame rates are going to be with GPU. And it's a great idea, honestly. When you think about it, it's a great idea, because let's say a new GPU comes out, I don't know, the 2080 Ti. I don't know. So let's say the 2080 Ti comes out, right? But you really don't want to drop $700 on it. Well, if the developers are working with the direct partners like 3D Mark and Asus or Gigabyte, that they can kind of get results and get feedback from them, and you can throw it into some type of build, let's say with a 8700K or a 1800X or a 2700X, you know, depending on if they release that or not. You can kind of get an idea of what to expect in a benchmark. Now, just like I said before, benchmarking is only a guide. It should not be the be all end all. Like, hey, I got this score, that means that my computer is great. Or I got this low score, that means my computer can use some work. Now, it is a guideline, but you shouldn't judge it directly off the score. All right. Now, where PC Builder Simulator falls off or falls short at is that, like some people say, it's really not that realistic. For example, you can have a Threadripper CPU. You can have 128 gigabytes of DDR4 RAM. You can have two 1080 Ti's in SLI mode. That's a beast machine, right? And then you throw in a 250 watt power supply and it passes the 3D Mark score like it was nothing, right? And we all know that PC should never even turn on, or if it did turn on, it should cut off because the wattage is just too much. Well, the power supply is not strong enough to handle that type of wattage that the Threadripper and the SLI GPUs are demanding. So, I mean, there are some things that needs work, but like I said, it is an early access. So again, if you're interested in PC building, I highly recommend that you do check out this game and support the developers. I mean, they're working directly with the real brand, NZXT, Asus, Gigabyte, AMD, Intel. They're working directly with them. So at the end of the day, I mean, it's going to be genuine. All right. If you like this video, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, give me a thumbs down. As always, subscribe to the channel. Got more content coming on the way, including a giveaway because I just reached 500 subscribers. There will be a video in the future about this giveaway, so stay on the lookout for that. And comment, what's the best build? Like, what's the highest benchmark score you can get with any build? It's your boy, Hercules. I'm out of here. Peace.
Touch mine.